Good morning. This is Billy Rose with Billy Rose WX Weather for Chester and the surrounding area. So let's go ahead and get to the current weather. We do have some rain showers in South Dakota. Looks like Nebraska and Iowa. We did have some showers around the Niagara Falls area. And I believe the severe thunderstorm warning has expired. We do have a red flag warning in Colorado, and from the Mississippi Valley to the East Coast, you can see there in the orange and the dark purple. This is your heat warning and heat advisory. And of course, most of Illinois, to include Chester, is in the extreme heat warning area. Guys, really quick, let's get to our current weather here in Chester. And when this just pops up like that, it's getting an update from the Perryville Airport. So this is the current clear skies, temperature at 83, feels like 92. Wind speed is at 2 miles per hour and 81% humidity. As far as that, guys, we're looking like mostly sunny for here in Chester. You know, we'll have some clouds periodically, and we'll take a look at the cloud cover. But other than that, it's going to be hot. And I think we'll have a little bit more clouds on Saturday, July 4th, and some rains. And we'll take a look at that real quick. Now, although you don't see a whole lot of rain for today, there might be some spotty showers, but I think our biggest storms will come through on Saturday around noon, according to the HRRR. Although it says 20% on Saturday and a little bit 50% on Sunday, I believe this is going to be the most accurate right here. It's probably about noontime on Saturday, and then and this is where it's coming through here. This will be noon, and this next batch will be around midnight. So that is a look at your precipitation. So let's go ahead and get to the temperatures for around Randolph County. It looks like 60 or 96 and 97 as far as your highs for today on Friday around Randolph County, and it looks like about 101 to 103 in Randolph County as far as your real feels, and your lows will be about 75 and 76 in the Randolph County area for tomorrow. And if you're looking at this as your highs, I've only did this so I can get the high of Chester, which is 94, but you guys will be up there in the upper 90s too. This is about noontime when those rain showers are going to be coming through this front. That's why you got the lower temperatures up here, but that is not your high. Your highs will be up there around 91, 90 before this hits. As far as that, your real feel temperatures are about 100 in Chester as far as July 4th at noontime, and you're going to be around 99 for most of the upper part of Randolph County. Marissa will be 101, but this is not your real field temperature, guys. This is about noontime. So about 11, it's going to be closer to about 99 as far as your real field temperatures. As far as your lows, you'll be around 71 to 72 for your lows on Saturdays. And then as far as today, Friday, we do have a marginal risk from basically Montana, the upper part of the United States here, to cover most of Illinois. But around Randolph County, we are still in a general thunder for today, so I do not think we're going to see anything as far as the HRRR. So the only thing we do have is an enhanced risk right here in Nebraska. We got the slight risk from the upper Mississippi Valley area all the way to New York. You do have that slight risk. So the northern plains basically is where your slight risk will be all the way up to New York. But the rest of the area that's in the light green, you guys will be in general thunder. We do have a tornado risk in the southern part of South Dakota and the northern part of Nebraska. And then your wind risk is going to be from Montana, again, all the way to New York, and your that'll be your 5% as far as your brown. Your yellow will be your 15% from New York to South Dakota, Nebraska area. And we do have a SIG 1 as far as your wind, so you can have 74 plus mile-an-hour winds in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. And we do have that 30% right there in Nebraska and the western part of Iowa. As far as that, your hail risk is going to be up here in the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley area. We do have a SIG-1 as far as your hail risk in South Dakota and Nebraska, and it looks like the western part of Iowa, and so you can have up to 2-inch hail. As far as Saturday, guys, we are in that marginal risk as far as Randolph County, and so that's where the HRRR is showing the showers around noontime at midnight. We do have a slight risk in and around Denver, going into Kansas and Nebraska, and a slight risk in the New York and Washington area. And anything in the light green, of course, is your general thunders. We do have a tornado risk for Saturday, and that'll be right here in Kansas. And then our wind risk will stretch from Denver all the way up to New York with the 5%, and then we got the 15% in the Denver, Kansas area, and of course the New York area. As far as your hail risk, it's going to be right up here in and around the Kansas, Denver area going into Nebraska. Now for Sunday, guys, we will be in a general thunder. We will have right there the Panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma and parts of New Mexico. You guys will be in a marginal risk, and right up here in the New York area. And this will be where your severe weather concerns or probability will be up in here around the New York area. But that is all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you tomorrow. If I'm not doing something, I'll try to get the weather out. You guys have a good rest of your day.